Dover versus Central West. And now the starting lineups for Dover. Number 5, Mackenzie Curry. Number 12, Avery Littlefield. Number 20, Allie Dever. Number 23, Hannah Pellman. And number 33, Caitlin Bastille. And now for your Central West. Number 24, Denasia Wani. Number 21, Josie LaFave. Number 13, Marley Oates. Number 10, Layla Mohammed. And number 1, Tiana Mann.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Simon Gymnasium for tonight's matchup as the Central West girls team co-op meets the Dover Green Wave. My name is Kylie Heath from Manchester Public Television. Along with me is Ty LaFave. Ty, these girls, you've been able to see a couple of games with your sister having the ball right there.
Layla Muhammad for the 3, off the backboard. Josie rebound, passing to Marley down low, gets it in for the first point of the game. Yeah, we able to watch this team last week and track them all year last season. And they have been playing really, really well. I mean, we came off a win on Friday. They play a man with a little bit of help. So that's a great three-pointer there from number 12. That is Ava Littlefield. Here comes Tiana Mann and Josie, and we'll see what they can do here on offense.
Well, the Green Wave coming into this game 0-6, trying to get their first win of the year with this lead right here. But, man, taking a good roll to the bat.
That was Tiana underneath, going through number 5, Mackenzie Curry. And here comes the ball up with number 33, Caitlin Bastille. Tiana, one of our best defenders here, staying up high. She's quick. You got to stay on her. And they're passing it back. Let's see what she can do. Going right, looking for, there's number 5 again, Marley. Oh, Tiana gets the steal, coming back down the court, looking to cross, going middle, Layla underneath, passes, and doesn't quite get it. They're going to bring it back the other way. Here comes Avery Littlefield. Let's see what we have here. Looking for a closeout. That's another 3. Man, this Dover, that's 2 threes in their first 2 shots. Not able to hold them.
As long as they can avoid the turnovers, Ty, it seems like they might be in good shape here if they can keep making these threes, but a long game to go.
That was not a great drive there by Tiana, but she was able to have some help from Marley and Denasia here, passing it back out. Good steal from Denasia. Tiana diving on it, passing it out for Layla. Layla going, looking up. Denasia's downfield. Will she get there?
Down
court. Then Josie on the three-pointer. Up, and good. Three-pointer, number 21, Josie LaFave. And here we come back the other way. Caitlin Bastille bringing the ball up on Layla Muhammad.
Well, Josie had quite a ovation to start with the starting lineup, so she obviously has a good amount of fans here in the crowd.
Yeah, I think some of her friends from back in middle school are here in attendance tonight to watch. And what we're going to look out for here is how this help defense is going to do. Their man is always pretty solid, but sometimes they lose their person when they're looking at those picks. Like, that's what I'm talking about right there. Shot up, just off. Tiana Mann gets the rebound. Able to get back up, going down court. Layla Muhammad down low, looking for a 3. It's up, and it's good. There's another 3 from Central. Timeout, Dover, 30 seconds.
Wow, what a wild turn of events right there. And for this Central squad, trying to get their first winning streak of the year, and it'd be great to have it here at the Simon Gymnasium as the big win against the Merrimack Tomahawks on Friday night. And now here we are with this Tuesday night matchup. It is starting early before the 6 o'clock time, so it's kind of a nice feeling right there. But here we are on the 13th of January, and still a long ways to go in this basketball season here. So these are some must-win games here, and you can see the starting five still out there, just 2+ minutes into this contest. And you obviously get to go to school with a lot of these players, so you know that they are full on in the basketball mode this time of year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky enough to be lab partners with both Marley and Tiana, 13-1 on Central, and they are in the mode. When it's game day, I mean, they sometimes space out. We're trying to collect some data, and doesn't always go too well. But there's Josie slipping the screen, looking for help. That might have been a foul, but they're going to
say
keep
it's a
it
block,
there.
and, you know, I'm going to zoom in on her, as that was a great defensive play right there, even though who knows if
could have been called both ways, but she got lucky there with that one. And let's see if she can. That was a good stuff there, stopping the pass in. And then here comes Tiana downfield, pass from Denasia going up. Oh, and she'll get the foul call. 2 shots here coming up for Tiana Mann.
Well, we saw this last night at the West versus Conval game. Speed is a huge part of basketball, and you can see that Tiana is ready to go in all aspects of the game, and see how she does at the free throw line, leading 10-6.
Just a little off there, but she'll get into the rhythm. I mean, she's a track star. She runs the 100-meter hurdles, what else?
Powder Puff flag football
Yeah,
MVP as well.
yeah.
She does it all around here in the city of Manchester.
Gonna count it. Then she gets the second one. That's what I'm talking. Here comes Dover, 20 passing it in. 20 passing it in. Coming down the court, it's Tiana on 12, up for 3. It's off. They're going to save it. 33 catching the ball. That's Caitlin. Back up to number 12. Looking right for spinning around. Josie's got to get out on that. Passing back to 12. In the corner, Caitlin doesn't get it. 25 swinging it back out to the right. Let's see what they can do to reset. Back to 12.
A lot of these numbers you're saying are freshmen that we were not. I didn't give you the names for, so my apologies. I wasn't expecting them to play as much. But number 20 is Allie Gaber.
Okay.
And number 25 is Korea Cowell. So getting to see them a little bit, and just wasn't expecting this many freshmen here. I guess when only 3 seniors, only so much you can do. You got to give
Travel.
a lot of people playing time here, and.
Yeah, it's the last year they played a lot of their offense through their senior. I don't exactly remember what her name was, but she was a very, very good player, very tall, dominant in the paint, and they ran a lot of their offense through her. So I could see how losing her might reset their offense a little bit. But we'll see what they can do here. They're going to give it a jump, going to give it to Central, going the other way.
Referees, Peter Burkhardt and Andy Paul. Andy Paul making the call on there.
All right, here comes Tiana down the court, guarded by Caitlin. They're looking to try and trap her in the middle, but she's just going to run through that. Marley up for the shot. Not quite. Denasia going back up. Not quite again. Then Dover's going to grab that. Tiana Mann back on number 12. Josie underneath. Got to stop that. Dover gets 2 points there. That was a great shot from number 25, who is
Korea Cowell.
All right, come back up. Let's see if they can make a shot here. They've been getting them up, but they haven't quite been making them. Denasia in the middle, passing out to Layla. She's going across to Josie in the corner. Marley coming across, back to Layla. Getting the 3 up in the air. Is it going to go? Not quite. Marley getting the rebound. Stuffed. Will they get it? That's a jump ball there. Layla Muhammad on number 24.
24, Ireland Betts.
Ireland Betts.
You do have those numbers on there.
I do. I was questioning my my pronunciation there, but here we go. Coming down, number 25.
I think they forgot the A in Ireland.
Oh, okay. 24 pulling up for 2. It's gonna count.
And look at this, a 11-10. The Little Green were leading by 5, but now it's been cut down to 1 here with under 3 minutes to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, it was quick. They came back. Here's Marley with the ball, looking back up top for Josie. Let's see if she can reset it. This Dover zone is not something that they usually play against. A lot of teams you face, they play a lot of man. Josie for 3, and it's good. That'll extend that lead to 4 points there. Great shot by Josie. Let's see what they can do. They play a man on defense. Double screen here, swinging around. Josie out on the ball, coming across, pass number 20, trying to drive in. Layla Muhammad on Caitlin. Here coming around, driving in. Josie with the help, stepping out. 3's up, Off the backboard, Tiana going for the rebound, sliding around on the ground. You'll see that out of her a lot. She's got a lot of speed, and sometimes she gets her feet tripped up a little bit, and she's going for a little bit of a tumble.
Did not appreciate that, as that was a good baseball type slide. She went a couple feet there and able to get up.
Passing to Layla and out of bounds.
Well, Coach Winters has got to calm these girls down. Besides, the three from Josie, they really have been scoreless for the past 4 or 5 minutes here. So able to get ahead with some good shooting, but now it's just a matter of keeping that offense going here.
That was great help side defense there by Denasia. Not able to get the rebound, but passing it up. Josie bringing the ball up. It's 2-on-4. Layla Muhammad with the ball, bringing it back to Tiana, who's going to look to try and reset this play here. Going left, down low, passing out to Marley. She's going to look for a pass. Josie up top. They're going to reset it. You look for Layla on that far side. There it is. A little strong pass there.
That's 2 consecutive turnovers on possessions by this Central West squad, and certainly that Dover bench is not helping with letting them know how close to the line they are.
Yeah, they're really not being very loud. And we've got Tiana on defense here. Help from Layla coming up top for 20. It's Denasia Wani, a sophomore, guarding. Josie coming across. Denasia with the help. Kicking out, looking for a shot off the backboard. Marley and Denasia in there. It's going to be going for Central. I mean, they've really, today they're struggling against the zone defense. They often are playing. Here comes Nancy Sapora and Shukri Muhammad. Number 12 there is sisters with Layla, number 10. And Nancy, number 3, is a senior. Took a couple years off of basketball, but she's come back now.
Sometimes it's healthy to do. Sometimes you don't have the love for the sport as much, and you take a breather. I totally can relate to it in my past.
Tiana just tearing up that zone right there, coming right up the middle with a floater. Let's see if they can turn around and pick their mans up with the new switches.
Under 1 minute to go, a 16-10 lead by the Central West squad here. Shot
Layla,
there misses.
Layla with that rebound there off the shot from Ireland. Driving up, Lay, not quite. Denasia gets the rebound. Layla gets the ball back, up again. That's going to be another shot for Layla. Here we go, 24 seconds left, passing up, defense, Layla's there. Going back the other way, that was good defense. She almost undercut her there, but able to slide back in there and not get in trouble.
19 seconds to go, and we're
forgot to pass it into the ref there for a second.
Andy Paul's like, hey, you know what? I get paid to be here, guys. You might as well let me touch the ball every now and then.
Here comes Tiana. That was Shukri, a freshman, not quite as versed in the rules of basketball quite yet. That's a steal there. Going back down the court, Avery for a lay, and she gets it. That'll be 2 points back. Only 6 down, 3 seconds remaining. Layla, will she throw up a shot? She will. Oh, just off the rim.
Very close shot, and either way, a good first quarter here for the Central West squad, leading 18-12. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to call them the blue-green or the Little Knights. I'm not sure what to call them right now.
I'm not quite sure. I do know that on this the varsity lineup, at least, I'm not sure if we have any West players representing anymore. I know last year we had Adriana Perrone and Chloe Murphy, who were 2 starters, both graduated seniors. Seen them at a few games this season when they were back from college, but I think at the moment it's all Central players. But there are a few West players on the JV team.
Well, Coach Mike Winters is going to do what he does, coaching with whatever players he has out there. And you can see him right there telling his girls, I feel like their rebounding has been sensational through the first 8 minutes. But either way, this Dover squad can hit some threes. And it's just a matter of, can they maintain this lead here, Ty?
Yeah, it's going to be a matter of how are they going to be able to pick apart this zone defense, because at the moment, they're just giving up too many turnovers. And the Dover team, they're getting the ball on defense, and they've made a couple threes, but they got to figure out how to get past the man that Central's playing. So both teams fighting a couple different battles.
Oh, it's always difficult to go sometimes figuring out if it's man or zone, and either way, we're back
in the action.
We should mention that Central is in their home white jerseys here with the blue letters and the green stripes on the side here, and the green wave in their all green as their away jerseys. So both teams kind of matching colors-wise.
Shukri to Tiana going back out. Again, struggling with the zone. Denasia underneath, kicking out, looking around. Tiana will reset it. Looking underneath, middle. That's Denasia from the free throw. Off the edge. Nancy there almost able to get that. Avery Little with the ball now, looking up court. She's looking for Caitlin underneath. Tiana on the ball. Caitlin taking the ball now. Passing it to number 25.
Being very patient on the green wave. As I say, they make a shot.
A lot of passing, a lot of conscious effort with the ball, not really trying to force anything. I think that's what they're going to have to do and try and tire the Central defense out.
Well, underneath the hoop is the pass in.
Back up to Avery Little. She seems to be their main point guard. Tiana guarding. Nancy Sapporo on 14 now. Denasia, will she get any help? It's going to be a push on Denasia. Let her girl get by her and then tried to recover.
Not really a lot of fouls through the first
No.
quarter of this game, and we'll see if those start to pick up here with trying to make some moves down low.
Tiana with a steal all over that ball. Save it. Oh, get back. Going down. Layla Muhammad, defense, hands up. No fouls. All right, they're going to have to reset this. Avery Little with a little post move.
That was a beaut right there.
Yeah.
As she literally was looking around to pass it and then just realized that she had her defender kind of looking other ways and was able to put that shot up and cut this deficit down to a 4-point Central West lead.
Here's Shukri looking around. Nancy underneath. Will she get it up? Almost. Going for the rebound. Not quite. Oop.
Wow.
Careful. That's going to be going down. Denasia hands up, and she's blocking, and that'll be a travel. Good defense there by Central on that transition.
And now here we got some substitutions as Marley and Josie come back into this contest.
Yeah, subbing out for Denasia and Layla, giving them a little bit of a breather. So we'll see what they can do here. Dover playing a 3 for Shukri. Nancy Sapporo with the rebound. Looking for Josie on the outside. Caitlin gets a hand on it. Recovered. Looking Avery coming down now. Let's see if they can man up. Passing out to 25. Nancy on the ball. Shots up. And it's good. Dover with another 3. Bringing this lead down to 1. I mean, they're going to have to try and get something on that. Those shots are not going to win them the game.
Well, with all the green and white here, wonder if TD Bank was the bank of choice right there from Dover.
Tiana there with a nice little Euro step to take the ball right up the center. Josie at the top of the key guarding Caitlin. Avery coming across, passing out. Looking for another pass here, it looks like. Back to Avery, Tiana guarding. A lot of passing. This Dover squad is just passing the ball around. They're moving it, looking for that shot that they want. Shukri out on number 25. Avery on Tiana, help side. Nancy able to get a hand on that. Oh, maybe not. They're going to give that to Central.
Reminds me a little bit of the Harlem Globetrotters, the way that they're just passing the ball around. They're doing a great job of setting screens, going around, passing it back, forth, but that pass just did not make it, and next thing you know, it's going the other way as Central West with this 20-17 lead.
Turning to Marley. Josie to Marley. Great shot there, right under the free throw line. They're going to have to run through that middle person to get this defense apart.
Wow.
Shots up for number 20 from 3, just a little bit off. Josie with the rebound, pushing it back up the court. Let's see, she's slowing it down here, resetting, trying to set up this play. They're trying to push it through that middle person. Or Shukri from the edge, 3 off the backboard, not quite. Marley grabs the rebound. Shukri with a rebound again. Tipped all ball, they're saying. Avery Little running down court. And we'll see if Dover can try and get a point out of that turnover.
Big block right there. I mean, second chance points is helping the Central West squad, but just were not able to get their third shot on that possession.
Here comes the ball up with number 25. There's Avery Little again. Guarded by Tiana Mann. 4 minutes left on the clock. Josie on the defense. What a lay from Avery Little. That was a left-hand floater around a couple defenders. Tiana starting to try and drive in a little bit.
I wish I had that shot ability. That was beautiful.
Me too. I mean, my left hand is not that good.
And
there's going to be a jump ball there.
Whew. I miss, as a kid, Ty, I don't know how much basketball you played, we used to actually have to jump for the ball. Instead, it just is given to the possession, and this one will go to Dover, who are down just 3 points here.
They're going to play press defense here, Central. They don't usually do this, but we'll see if they can do it. They got a lot of fast players in on the court. Here they come back up. Oops, Shukri there, a little bit of a reach, looking for a little bit of a push, and there's going to be a block potentially on Marley.
Yeah, and Marley was just trying to play some defense and leg-to-leg contact, and she's kind of shocked that, wait, wow, it was on me? I mean, her foot was planted in the ground, and the defender just
ran into her there. Ball there. There's maybe a moving screen there from 11 down low. That's going to be going down there for Central. No points, though, on that possession.
Well, now we got some more substitutions coming in for
Here comes
Green.
Denasia and Layla back into our starting 5 lineup here for Central. Let's see if they can't build that lead that they were looking at earlier.
Looking around, man.
Passing to Josie, 3-pointer. She's good. That's 3 for 3 for Josie on 3-pointers today. I mean, she is absolutely locked in from that line. Let's see if she can guard Caitlin here on the defensive end.
Ty, do you have a basketball hoop at home? These shots seem to be pretty smooth here, like she's practiced a little bit.
We do have a hoop at home. It's not currently up since the water will be frozen, but in the summer, we do get to shooting around a little bit. And she does come in. They come in for Saturday practices a lot of times to work on their jumper. There's another one. Will she go for? Oh, just a little off. Denasia with the rebound, though. They're going to call. That's going to be a travel on Denasia there. Caught it as she was falling. Dover possession.
I mean, I'll take 75% from beyond the 3-point line here, Ty. So I know that some of your teachers would be impressed with that math, quick math right there.
I think I saw my calculus teacher walk in earlier, actually. Moving screen from 11. Going to be going the other way.
Joe Mazzoul and the Celtics would have loved that call last night. They didn't get it, but it works pretty well for Central West. And now with 2:43 remaining, trying to make this lead back up to 6 or possibly 7 with a 3.
Let's see what they can do. Tiana looking Layla across, shooting 3 off the backboard. A lot of Dover bodies on that, but they're going to be pushing back. Coming down the court here, number 14, that's Chloe. Here comes Avery looking for this cross. Marley on defense there. Oh, yeah, hands are out in her hip there. They're going to get 2. Got to keep her hands up in that situation. They're always going to call it.
Absolutely, and that's going to be the second foul in just the matter of the last 2 minutes on Marley. So she might be starting to get in some foul trouble here. We'll see how many they put up on the board. That's 3 fouls.
There's another one
nice
there.
Free
Great
throw
shot.
right there.
That was one of our freshmen here for Dover.
That is none other than Korea Cowell.
And not quite 2. Denasia's going to get the ball.
Yeah.
They're going to give her a shove on 11. That's going to be 2 on the floor for her.
Unfortunately, we don't have an 11 on this. Coach did not give me that, as James Flynn was very nice to me with giving some input a little bit, as unfortunately, their wonderful AD game sent me the boys roster and not the girls, so I was a little off with starting things off. But
Layla trying for a baseline drive there. 14, that's going to be Chloe. She was playing great defense. Layla trying to get back on the ball. That was great hustle there. They're going to stay here. I mean, she just fought for that. She missed the shot and able to get the ball back for her team.
Well, at the same time, they were running out of seconds to get across the half-court line.
And that's one of their favorite plays there. They call that one. Josie just tosses it up to Denasia and shoots it over everybody. They've been playing basketball since 3rd grade. So
Hillside players?
They were even middle school. McDonough, right next to our house. Yeah. There's Josie underneath. Caitlin, Avery passing to the top. A lot of off-ball movement here from Dover. Screen coming in from number 11. Outside Caitlin. Josie on Caitlin, looking at number 11. Passing back to Avery Little. They've got a minute 30. Avery Little from way downtown. Going for the rebound. Josie, passing it around, almost got it. Dover able to, not able to hold on to it. Layla going up, not quite. Going to be another jump ball there. Going to be Dover ball.
Love the tenacity of both squads. Both have such important things on the line, and for this game, Dover got to be happy that they're within 5 here late in this first half, but have not been able to score in their last 3 possessions. So we'll see if they can change that here.
Josie beat there, trying to get back, passing across to Nasia on it. Nancy not able to get the rebound, diving there to try and get that. I mean, both teams have been really hustling on defense and on offense. A lot of offensive boards, a lot of jump balls. We'll see if they can keep that up after the break, or at least for this last minute here.
And as someone that played a lot of defense in basketball, a lot of block shots for both squads.
Yeah, definitely getting their hands in the way and trying to read these passes. Going across to Caitlin, Josie on Caitlin, Avery setting the screen, Nancy, Tiana going back up, number 20 for 3. It's off. Going to be out of bounds on Dover, number 11. Central ball with 42 seconds left. Sub coming in, Marley for Nancy. We're back to our starters again. And let's see what they can do. They got 40 seconds on the clock here, coming down. Oh, just a little strong there from Tiana.
You know, that reminded me of DK Metcalf last night for the Pittsburgh Steelers, as that pass was in the hands and just went right through.
Avery Little on Tiana. You can see how quick she is. She is not letting that ball get by her. They're going to try to hold her this 8 seconds. Layla diving on the ball. Back to Avery Little. Tiana again. Screen from Caitlin. Josie stepping up. Close out. Shot is off. Denasia going for it. They're going to stay with Dover.
Peter Burkhardt just wasn't.
He was thinking about it. It took him a second.
See if they kind of throw a same play. It seems like Dover's a little bit shorter than some of these West players.
Oh, that's going to be a. Oh, that's right. Not backcourt on the pass in, but that's going to be coming back down. They have 9 seconds. See if they can get any help. Ooh, travel. Her knee hit. Going to give that back to Central with 6 seconds on the clock.
Well, they came close to making a buzzer beater in the first quarter to see if they can do the same thing with the second quarter. This time a little bit more time, and smart move right here.
Rolling the ball for those couple extra seconds. 4 seconds left. Layla driving, layup, and that'll be 2 to end the quarter. Finishing off with that 7-point lead that they had, growing it by 1 from the first to the second quarter here. And now we go into a little 5-minute break.
Yeah, we'll take a quick halftime breather here. It's Ty LaFave and Kylie Heavey on Manchester Public Television's high school basketball coverage on Manchester Public Television. Back with more after this. Back here for the second half of this Division I girls basketball matchup as the Central West squad lead the Dover Big Wave by a score of 29-22. Ty LaFave and Kylie Heavey. Ty, great to be back here, and now the West will be going from left to right across your screen in their home whites here.
Yeah, and they played a really good first half. Ball is there's Marley with a shot, not quite. I mean, they've been fighting for these rebounds. That was Denasia Wani there with the shot, and she's going to get 2 shots here. They were fighting for the ball in the first half, and you know, it really paid off. A lot of second chance, even third chance points.
I'll see what they can do from the free throw line to try to increase their lead, leading by 7, and chance to go up to 9 here. And hits the back iron right there. It's so tough, Ty, really, when it's all eyes are all on you. Every single eyeball in this gymnasium is watching you shoot these free throws.
Yeah, and it's so quiet. A lot of times the boys' games they have a little bit more volume, and these games not quite as much attendance, which really sucks because they play well.
They do play well. They try hard. They, show up to the Saturday shoot-arounds, as you mentioned earlier, and do all the things that Mike Winters tries to get them to do. And, here they are trying to go for the 3rd win of the year. Shot here from the behind the arc is no good. And now Dover doing a good job. Maybe it's something that they had talked about in the halftime break is start rebounding a little bit more. Nice pass. Oh.
Not quite able to get it to go down there. That was Caitlin Bastille. And then Central here looking for some points. Not quite. That was Layla Muhammad with the missed shot.
I think she was expecting some contact there and realized that it wasn't happening and had to just throw it up and kind of
lost the ball.
Unorthodox, low percentage type shot there.
It's kind of a throw up from the hip. Here's Josie with the help, passing it back out.
Good balance right there by that.
Yeah, that was Avery Little there.
Green Wave, excuse me. That's what they're.
Green Wave, yeah, that was Avery Little trying to go for that kind of saved herself. But this will be Allie Tabor here for 2 shots.
Well, here we are still trying to get their first points here in this third quarter here. So we'll see what they can do from the free throw line. And she
That's good.
drains it.
She hit some threes earlier, We'll see if she can make the second one.
And she's got quite a leg warmer on her.
Yeah, that's a serious green leg sleeve there.
Must be her sliding leg,
Yeah, maybe a softball player or soccer, one of the two.
Either way, both free throws are good. Now the lead back to 5 here for Central West, and drive here.
Layla Muhammad gets the foul she was looking for that time. Going to be going up for 2 shots.
I wanted that 3-point play for sure, and now both teams will back-to-back trips to the free throw line here.
Yeah, and after not a lot of free throws in that first half, fouls in that first half, even that first quarter was almost foul-less. And now we get into the second quarter. We're only 2 minutes in. We've already got 3. And Layla makes the first one, misses the second one. There's going to be Caitlin Bastille bringing the ball up.
Almost got pickpocketed there.
Oh, that's Caitlin with the 2-pointer.
You wanted that travel call right there, Ty.
Yeah.
You could tell that. But now the lead cut down to 4.
And Central just driving into the basket, not really getting any shots that they want. Layla with the ball. Here's another drive to Tiana, kicking out to Josie. Back to the center. They're just attacking this defense.
You can see that all the green wave were right there underneath the basket and still not able to get the rebound. And now a third foul and have a substitution here.
Yeah, that was going to be on number 5.
Chloe Healy comes into the game, and
Mackenzie Curry there picking up a blocking foul. Going up and over for Denasia. It's good. That's their favorite pass and play. I mean, unless you have somebody tall enough to stop it, it really doesn't end with anything but points.
Well, Dover did it to Central West all night last year, and now the girls are kind of getting some payback here, now leading 32-26.
And they're, a lot of that's the trouble with it that, got a little stutter
You got to buy a ticket before you travel, and Allie Jaber will get called for that.
Yeah, we'll see what Central can do here, see if they can't, or Central West will do here, see if they can't put up some more points. Shots up, no good.
Looks like that was a 2 players that have played together a long time, knowing what to do between Tiana and Josie there.
Yeah, they, a lot of history on this team. All of them have played together at least since middle school. I know Josie and Denasia played together all the way back in 4th grade at McDonough. And there's a shot, Layla, not quite good. Rebound, Central. I mean, they're getting a lot of rebounds. They're just not making a lot of points.
Oh, my goodness. And Josie's going to tie it up, and it will be a Dover ball here with 4:43 remaining in this third quarter here.
A lot of hustle from both teams in that first half. And it looks like they're going to keep it up here into the second part of this game.
Long 3, no good.
Rebound from Layla Muhammad, looking up. It's going to be a 2-on-3. Able to get the shot up. That's 2 points there for Central West.
And they've been keeping to a 5 to 6 point lead back up to 6 here for the most part of this game.
Yeah, not quite able to grow it. That's a good save there.
Impressive play right there.
Yeah, that was some hustle there out of Allie Tabor. I mean, she's been really hustling for this ball. Oh, the ball is still in play. I mean, again, that's that hustle we're seeing. Dover has been really, really fighting for it. So is Central West. And it's been showing. And
now we'll see Karina Carr come out back into the game. She's been a big part of this freshman class of players for the the Green Wave.
Here's Josie. She was thinking about it, but they're going to try and pick this defense apart.
And gets the and one.
Layla Muhammad there giving a good take and able to get a foul and try to make for a 3-point possession here.
Well, this is the 4th trip to the free throw line here in this 3rd quarter, Zach, or Ty.
Yeah, I mean, they've been, it was not a lot of fouls in that first half, and now they're kind of getting, a little more aggressive. Dover passing the ball around. They did that well in the first half. We'll see if they can make some points out of it. Oh, Marley hitting the ground. Josie, help.
That's a good recovery right there from Central West.
Yeah, and this team is fast. I mean, you're going to see a lot of fast break points out of them, really stressing the defense out in transition. 3 from Layla. Not quite.
Rebounded by
Avery Little there, bringing it back down the court. Kicking out to a freshman.
Green Wave. Not having the threes drop like they did early in this contest. Close to being a foul there.
Yeah, everybody's putting up shots and not a lot of them are dropping.
Tiana Mann trying to go underneath, unable to do it, and now just back and forth, Ty. This is a lot of running.
This is more running than I want to do. And no good. That's going to be a foul on Josie. Hands were down. Avery Little will shoot 2.
It's almost up to a 10-point lead for Central West, but now a trip to the free throw line, and
could bring us right back into that 5 or 6 range.
And now a timeout has been called, so with 2:28 to go in this 3rd quarter here. It's been back and forth, and I don't blame Mike Winters for wanting to call that timeout and give his players a chance to breathe here.
Yeah, giving them that full minute there to sit on the bench and grab a water, it's definitely something that can rejuvenate the squad as they've been going up and down and up and down.
It's certainly a lot, and certainly for this senior squad, they've had a lot of time together, as you mentioned, and they've got to get these wins, and this is a big one here, leading 36-28. And you can see what's going on here with Nancy Sapora, who comes off the bench and does a great job. And,
oh, wait, never mind.
3 seniors on the squad here. And Marley Oates and Tiana Mann certainly have done a great job of being able to play so hard over the past few years. And you obviously have been a big fan of the past 2 years with your sister being on the squad. And it's good to see your 5'6", excuse me. Hopefully she doesn't get to be 6'5". That'd be scary.
She's been pushing for that 5'6" number, and I'm not quite sure she's gotten it yet. But she likes to claim with shoes on in the morning she's 5'6". So, we'll see what Dover can do. Avery Little coming back to the free throw line. Hopefully get some points. I mean, it's been a back and forth couple of minutes.
Well, they've been pretty good from the free throw line. See what they can do. And look at that.
That was nice.
We don't even have shots like that. And Nancy, who we just mentioned, was come into the game for Marley Oates as a substitution was had on the right side of the screen here, and both free throws good. And now
Central West bringing the ball back up. Here's Josie. They're playing full court on Tiana now, which might prove to be an issue. Floater from Layla is good. We'll see if they keep that full court defense on Tiana up.
38-30 lead with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. A lot of open space in the middle of the court if Dover can get it there. She's going to drive. It gets pickpocketed and now going the other way.
That was a good pick by Layla. Josie getting the ball, passing it a little strong. It's front. We saw that arm in the Powder Puff game earlier this year, and sometimes not the greatest thing on a small court like this.
Yeah, a lot different size here compared to Gill Stadiums for sure, as that was certainly a fun day.
Yeah, earlier in the autumn. We'll see what Dover can bring down here. Foot's going to be out on Dover. Central.
See, it's a tough one. That's a tough call there by Peter Burkhardt. Was she forced out or did she step out? You know?
And it's tough, especially a lot of these Central players are, strong girls, and oftentimes the other team tends to bounce off, and it's like, did she push into her, or was it just a difference in strength and size?
Not my favorite area of the court here with size 14 shoes here, Ty.
No, definitely not. I've never been the nimblest one myself.
Look at that, using pure strength and speed to get that ball into the hoop there by Tiana Mann, and now a 10-point lead, Ty. Biggest of the game.
I know. They've been in that 5-6 set, and we'll see if Dover can try and bring it back to that.
And
Another
a
travel
called, and Dover traveled quite a ways to get here to try to get their first victory, and they're running out of time and a big deficit here, and Tiana will bring it up, and now, she gets blocked there. Great job from behind to block that shot.
I believe that was number 20, Allie Tuber. Not quite sure they were able to get all ball there and not shove her, which is definitely a good thing. We'll look for Josie in the corner here for this three. Just a little off. I mean, she was good with it in the first quarter. Passing it out, it'll stay.
And Ty, I know that our handwriting sometimes is tough with a pencil, but it's actually Allie Jaber. So it's a J, not a T.
I apologize to Allie.
Hey, it happens to the best of us. We're not trained professionals.
Layla Mahan with another lay, and we'll see. They got 45 seconds on the clock here. We'll see what Dover can do.
Dover, unfortunately, has been held to just 8 points in this third quarter, and most of those are on free throws.
That was a great move there. That is Allie Jaber that we were just talking about, really trying to make a push for the basket.
Oh,
Josie on the ground.
Collision behind the play. Both players finally able to get back up, and going to be rebounded by Central West.
Passing it around, 15 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they run this out or if they go for last shot.
No one down low here. They're all around the three-point line.
There are a couple of big forwards are not in the game at the moment.
A backwards shot that barely gets across the half-court line, but it was a great attempt there. And, well, a big quarter right there from Central West, leading this by 12 with just 8 minutes to go as we start this fourth quarter. Ty, we could have a winning streak on our hands here for this Central West squad, which is a huge help for them trying to make the playoffs here in this 2025-26 season.
Yeah, I mean, they had that opening win against – they had their first game pushed out due to weather, and then their opening game against Trinity was, I think it was here.
It was here, a 33-29 victory on December 15th.
That was a big game that meant a lot to the team. A lot of their middle school compatriots from Hillside end up at Trinity, and so a lot of familiar faces on the opposing side, and it's always a competition of, who is the better team this year.
I think the one that's going to sit tough on their heads is the 29-20 defeat to the Portsmouth Clippers. Just 20 points, Ty, is never what you want to be scoring in a 24-minute long game.
Yeah, no, I mean –
32 minutes.
32, yeah. That
we've played 24 minutes. Is what
played. Yeah, played 24 now. 32 total. 20 points is not what they're looking for, but we'll see. I mean, now they're up to 42. That's a lot of better scoring. We'll see if they can extend their lead here in the fourth quarter and take home a start of a streak.
Well, here we go with, again, Central West in their home whites with the blue letters, trying to combine the two schools in this co-op mat, and then Dover in their all greens.
For the green wave.
For the green wave, going right to left. So we'll see how much time is killed off the clock here.
Pass intercepted there. Looking for Allie Little down the court. Tiana's fast, though.
And she will get called for the foul there as she was able to get back on defense and really not give up an easy layup. And we'll see.
The minute she put that hand down, they're going to call that. So she's able to get back, but not quite able to keep herself disciplined in the heat of the moment.
Avery 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Yeah, we'll see if she can get another one.
Yeah, look at that. She has certainly got that down pat right there from the free throw line. The lead down to 10 now. But
that'll be a foul on 14, which is
Chloe Healy.
Yeah, Layla Muhammad going to the line again. She's been really attacking this paint today. A lot of shots earlier, looking for the foul, didn't get it, but going to the line for two here. And there's one.
That looks pretty shot right there. Able to put that right in for Layla.
Shot number 2 is just as nice.
Anything you can do, I can do better, says Layla.
Playing a full court defense. This team is fast.
And they
called a timeout.
Stepped on the
Dover.
line, but a great job by the head coach in James Flynn to call timeout in the last second there. And Dover will have to talk things out here as with 7:23 to go, again, down 12 points. You've been able to cut the deficit down to 4 in the third before really Central West went on a roll. And now for Dover, see what they can do. Again, just only 3 seniors on the team. Violet Burt, who is not playing out there tonight, Mackenzie Curry, and as well as Hannah Pellman, who we have not seen as well. A 5'10" shooting guard would have been nice to have for some of this rebounding that they've been able to do. But it's really been a lot of young players here for Dover, and their future is looking bright, even though they might have no wins on the season so far.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even just getting this development out of a young team like this, even competing, and they've been hustling. If they can keep that going, they'll be good in the next couple of years.
Great defense again from Central West. The ball finally is brought in, and look at this,
Nancy
keeping her
Sapora
tiptoeing.
Glued to her hip and just picked it clean.
And you can hear the bench celebrating that. She did everything possible to not allow the green wave to get comfortable. And
Might
now
be a screen there from 5.
Tiana has her hands out like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, going for another tumble and, hoping for a moving screen. Shuker bringing the ball up, and we'll see what they can do here. Maybe Tiana can channel some of that anger into a basket.
Well, you know that it's we know her well enough that she definitely holds it tight and when she's frustrated. Up and in.
Shukri, number 12, with a 2-pointer there.
Lead now increased to 14. Dover trying to set something up here. And look at this. Tiana's going to take this frustration and try to
and pick the ball clean. That's going to be a foul on Avery Little. You can see the anger in Tiana's play. I mean, she's, not super upset, but you could tell that she was looking for a foul there earlier.
I think we can use a lot of different words: agitated, aggravated. Either way, 6:15 remaining in this contest, and we'll see if Man just starts to go at the hoop.
Just like that. I mean, not able to get the basket there, but driving through. Defense from freshman Shukri, and Nancy
will get called for a foul on that one. And that is just the second foul on the Little Green in this quarter here. Listed as just the first on Nancy. Nice pass down low, and
Denasia able to get a hand up on her. And we'll see what Central can do down the other end.
That's a tough angle to make that basket while you're actually running as well, Ty.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah, I don't think I could have put the ball in. And Denasia, I mean, she's tall. And, having that.
Another foul on Avery, and yeah, she's could be getting close to foul trouble here as the junior, as now a 30-second timeout has been called with, again, 5:44 remaining in this contest. The
little green wave there called a full timeout. Give their players a second to catch their breath.
Well, this 56-34 victory on Friday night that, Ty, you were able to see for the Central West squad looking very good. And now they'll be playing at Pinkerton next, which is never an easy task as well. But we'll see what they can do against a Pinkerton squad that really, they're just 4-3, Ty. It's not like they're blowing people out of the water like you've seen from the past.
Yeah, I mean, last week able to, put together a really strong showing. A lot of threes made. Their defense was very solid. I think if they can hold this together here for these last 5 minutes and 45 seconds, they might get some momentum going against Pinkerton and try and knock off their team. As you said, not blowing anybody out, but definitely not an easy game.
No, certainly it could be a tough one right there down there in Derry, which thankfully is not too far. But looking around the Division I standings, Concord Christian leading at 6-0, while Salem 5-0 and Londonderry 5-0, and they have a tough battle versus Bedford tonight, who is 4-1. And a travel called there, and you know,
that's freshman Shukri, number 12, and defense here for Central, really trying to get this ball out early. Great defense from Nancy Sapora here.
And now she's trapped in the corner. What can she do to get out of this? And instead, Nancy comes up with it, and a foul will be called. And looks like a little bit slower to get up was Chloe Healy, and she will get called for that 4th foul on Dover. So one more foul, and it'll be some free throws here for Central West with 5:25 to go.
Nancy Sapora, not quite. Denasia got the ball back. These are those second chance points that they've been getting all game.
Great vision right there. Unbelievable assist.
Yeah, that was Tiana to Nancy down low. I mean, there's that track speed we talked about earlier. Staying right on her.
And
3-point from Dover.
3-pointer, Karina Carr. And
that was nice. I mean, she was unguarded and sat in that corner and just absolutely laced it right down the basket.
And just slipping out of the hands of Muhammad for the turnover here. And 4:38 to go. Again, a 48-35 lead here for the Central West girls, who have played really tough defense close to the line, able to tiptoe it and keep things going.
Yeah, and this is coming back down for Dover. We'll see if they can. They're going to call that on Tiana, man. Hands were low.
We'll see what she has for fouls now. I believe that's going to be number 3. And I think everyone's been getting
a little bit of undershot on the fouls here. I mean,
man,
5 for 5.
Keeps it going. I certainly
envy.
Yeah, I can't do this.
Oh, that's the first one. I mean, getting tired. Oh, almost traveled.
During COVID, my goal was to hit 3 in a row, Ty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I had to do to kill time with the world shut down.
You know, I always used to pride myself in my free throws, but I think if I went 5 for 6, I'd be really happy.
Spent a lot of time in the Smith Road School trying to free throws, and now here we go with Dover. Trying to make a move. Ball is up. She back rims it. And rebounded by Central West, and no fouls really being called.
Layla
and able to get the and one, like you said, Ty. And as I was saying, no fouls were called finally.
Yeah, I mean that was a almost scrappy possession there from both teams, fighting back and forth to get the ball. But Layla finally able to get the ball up court on a pass from her sister Shukri, and get a and one call. We'll see if she can get a 3-point turn.
Over 2 earlier and see if she's learned. And she makes it. And this makes it a 17-point lead here as a timeout has been called. And with 3:47 to go, things are looking pretty good for the home squad in the Central West girls. So Simon Gymnasium, home of a lot of memorable games here for high school basketball, as we haven't seen the boys yet this season on Manchester Public Television. We saw them a little bit in the tournament, but overall they seem like they're having a tough go of things in some ways. But with a brand new head coach, they also did start the year versus a tough Portsmouth squad who is also 6-0. And also we did see them versus Wyndham, who is 4-2 on the year. But for Central boys, they are 0-5 on the year, and you know, there's still high hopes that they can turn things around here through the, last month and a half of the season.
Yeah, and, it's tough to start against a couple strong teams like that, and then, you got a new coach and you're trying to figure things out, and you go through those couple defeats, and, it's tough to bounce back from that. But we'll see what they can do here. Good chunk of the season left to play.
And Memorial, on the other hand, 3-3. So It's just the West boys that have been the storyline so far of the basketball season, but still plenty of time to make things happen. And you know that the injury bug, unfortunately, might happen to any of the players here. But
100%. 2-1-2 here for Central on a press. We'll see what that does for him.
down the middle, great job.
Shot there. Tiana's got the ball. Passing up, not quite.
Well, the reason why people tumbling left and right, now a 3-point. Back rims it.
Layla's got the ball, one-on-one. She'll pull back and reset. Josie in the corner. Looks like they're running clock because I think she would have pulled that if she had the go-ahead from coach.
That's what I was curious on, what you thought about that. If she wanted to take that, I think that she could have, as she had plenty of room. And instead, they're going to go for the closer shot, and now a foul called. And we'll see what this is all about here.
It looks like it's going to be a Chloe Healy on the hold or over the back there on Denasia, trying to go for that jump ball, but not quite able to get hands on it.
Well, now free throws here.
As we hit that five free throw bonus in the fourth quarter.
Back iron seems to be the place to avoid here for both teams. They're having some trouble here with making shots. Let's see if she has a little bit more. Yeah, she went more with the knees there, and look how good that was.
That was a great shot there, able to make an adjustment and get a point off that. So here comes this defense, and we'll see what Dover can push up here with the 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go.
And deflected out of bounds, and good thing there's a lot of room there. She was able to just kind of find the wall, and a timeout has been called as the 18-point lead here for Central West. Again, we were been joking that there was a very close game, but certainly has been the speed of Central West that has changed things here in the late third and into this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing a more aggressive defense here and on the they're pressing the ball, playing a 2-1-2 up full court, and it's just been kind of, tearing apart the tired Dover squad.
Yeah, now we'll see what Dover can do here. Again, under 3 minutes to go, so really the 3-point shot. And you know how it is, Ty. You get tired in a game, and the shots just start missing as much as they did when you're fresh and rejuvenated at the start of the game. As any athlete can say, it's a little bit tougher late in the game. So props to Central, who has been able to just keep on running. And when you got track stars on your team, that helps out a lot.
It certainly helps. And I know it's tough when you get, all these breaks late in this fourth quarter, a lot of timeouts called. Maybe you get into a rhythm and then you get called for a minute on the bench, and all of a sudden your shot feels off, and it's tough to get back into the, the feel of things. So we'll see what Dover can do here. They're going to have the ball under the basket, and we'll see if Central can stop them.
No, running out of time here, and a pass goes in and going to be taken away.
Now Central bringing it back up the court. They're swinging around, a lot of passes. Tiana is really looking for that foul.
And she will get a trip to the free throw line herself, as it looked awkward going up, but there was a reason. She was hit and able to make her way to try to make this a 20-point lead here, Ty, with 2:31 to go.
Yeah, and we'll see. We talked about those breaks, and we'll see if her shot is feeling it.
And gets the first one.
Looks like it. I mean, we'll see if she can get two.
It is interesting to watch now, Ty, how much they bend down in the knees to put a little bit more arc into the shot.
Yeah, get that lower starting position.
And that one does not hit the rim, so it'll stay a 19-point lead. And I don't know if just our voice distracting her there might have affected it or what, but
I'm sure I'll get, a talking to tomorrow in science about it if it was.
Maybe I won't upload it here tonight. Either way.
Josie fighting for the ball, able to get it with no jump, and Layla losing it.
Running out of time, though. They got to get it across, and got to be called for
for a double.
Double dribble as she was literally just trying to get the ball, fighting for her life there in some ways. Dover working the inbounder, running all around the backcourt. Shot there, and able to hit the three.
Ali Jaber there. They've got that mismatch they want on Zanasia, who's the down low player for Central, and Ali, who seems to be one of their three-point shooters, and they just like that matchup. They're looking for it all night.
We'll see. Dover with that three. See if they can get hot in the final 2 minutes.
Zanasia trying to steal the ball. Oh, it's going to stay here. Shot was a little off there from Avery Littlefield, and a lot of Central players on that ball just kind of got lost.
And it was tough, Ty, as we have a interesting angle where sometimes the ball hits the rim and goes up, and you're like, can't tell if that might go back in or where it is. So that's why it was tough to take a judge here. And now with a minute 39, a 55-39 lead here, 16-point lead by the Central West squad. And again, a lot of timeouts being used. Dover still trying to cling to any sort of hope and to cut this deficit even more and play an extra quarter, or if not, win the game. But time is running out, and their season not what they're hoping for it to be. But again, a quality time for some of these young players to really feel the speed of what senior, by their time they're seniors. Who knows? I mean, varsity playing time is important all around, though.
Yeah, and it's definitely a good time for the Dover coach to, talk them through some plays and maybe work on some, what are they looking for? What can they learn? They're not quite out of it yet, but it's definitely a time if they wanted to look at maybe practicing some plays for next game and getting a feel for that late game varsity level basketball.
Well, I can say it'll be a fun matchup for the next 2 years with Caitlin Bastille and your sister, Josie.
I'm sure they'll see a lot of each other over the next couple.
And
Central just absolutely fighting on defense.
You can hear Coach talking, and now a travel called. So both teams just really trying to grasp the ball and make plays, but the defense for both squads have been very good here in the last few minutes.
And that's going to be a three-pointer from Avery Littlefield, and Dover will turn right around on defense. Passing it into Layla.
Ball, I thought actually had gone off of Layla, but
I think Avery got a piece of it from behind, and that's why they were calling the poke out.
Josie got to pass it in, and smartly gets it up court, and layup no good. Ball is going to be to Dover. Now they're coming back with a minute remaining,
Really
trying to get one more three
going
here. And a travel called there. And boy, that's one thing that I think both teams will take from this game is the amount of travels that have been called.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of times they're looking for a pass and it's covered and they're just putting their foot down. And, I'm sure coaches will be talking about that during practice this week. Only 56 seconds to go here. And we'll see if the ball gets past the half-court line. Josie's showing off the arm.
Look at that, like we saw in the Powder Puff game. And it's good. It's a touchdown right there with that layup.
Little one-arm throw down the field to Tiana. Going to stay Dover ball at the half. And they'll try and cut this lead to make it a little more respectable on the Max Preps rundown.
Yeah, 45 seconds remaining. And what a fun game it's been here to see Dover still not giving up, though. They're got to keep the possession and try for another three here. Instead, she drives. Layup.
She's been using that left hand a lot. I mean, really seems like she's confident in it.
And out of bounds with 26 seconds to go, and a 15-point lead here for Central West. As, again, they're just going all out on the defense.
Yeah, not letting them come back even though they're up by enough. Really looking to close this game out.
Three-pointer is
Avery
good.
Little with another one. I mean, She's single-handedly bringing it in. Josie is just going to look to try and get this ball in.
And a foul, a pushing foul right there by Bastille. And the fans did not enjoy that one, as that was intentional. So we'll get free throws with 15 seconds to go. And
yeah, well, you know, I think Central's looking for them to just let them run the clock out, but Dover's getting, and they're staying aggressive on the ball, and, you know, good props to them for playing to the last second.
absolutely. And free throws really helping out Central West. They were very kind of struggled in the beginning of this game, but now it shows that they have actually practiced a good amount here, and we'll see if they can hit another. The second one just seems to be off, but when you're getting rebounds like that, Ty.
Yeah, that's Denasia Wani, sophomore. She's a big piece of this offensive rebounding.
And now with the last shot of the game is good, and that will do it as the Central West girls are able to take down the Dover Green Wave by a final score of 58-47. Ty Lefebvre, we have a tough job here of deciding the player of the game. I guess for Dover, I think it was an easy one with how good Avery Littlefield had shot the ball.
100%.
But for the Central West squad, I mean, I understand you get your sister to that might judge you on this.
Honestly, I'm leaning towards Layla Muhammad. She attacked the basket a lot, got a lot of free throws, and was able to get a couple and ones. I think she really, you know, broke down that Dover zone and really contributed a lot to the Central win today.
Well, I will agree with you on that, as I was already leaning towards that. But great job by these girls to get their third win of the year. They're now 3-4, and they will be battling Pinkerton next up. But we'll see when we get to come back here to the Simon Gymnasium for another Division I high school basketball matchup, whether it be the boys or the girls. So we thank you very much for watching.